What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now in this video I'm gonna be showing you a very cool method, completely free method in order to promote certain MaxBounty offers. Now you can pretty much use this method to promote all kinds of offers, but this is a very important method because it's gonna make it easier to get conversions, and I'm gonna explain to you why. So this is a brand new method. I've never talked about this. You're gonna learn a brand new tool that I've never talked about this on this channel that you can use with a lot of cases, which I'm gonna explain. And so I'm here in MaxBounty and we are looking at different offers to promote. And I really like, you can promote sweepstakes. Sweepstakes are great, so we can basically go into sweepstakes and we can apply search options. So I'm gonna show you how you can use this method for sweepstakes, and then I'm gonna show you how you can use this method for some of the other offers as well, for those of you that keep watching. Now this is a brand new method. You're gonna get value here, so make sure you watch carefully so that you do not miss anything valuable. And so here we are in our main kind of diagram. And so what we are doing is we are gonna be promoting sweepstakes first, but then I'm gonna show you how to promote something else as well. And so for instance, the thing about sweepstakes that you have to understand is that you need to qualify the user, okay? You cannot direct link and you cannot tell the user, enter for a chance to win $300,000 or enter for a chance to win a home makeover. It's just not gonna work. You need to lead the user, you need to qualify, you need to hold their hand. So this is very important because sweepstakes, they promise a lot, but you don't have to do a lot of work. So it's basically available to the whole world, and that raises your BS detector. And so there's a lot of ways to qualify. Qualifying means, this is what qualifying means. It means we need to basically tell the user that they're special, that there's something about them. And that could be their geographical location. For instance, we can qualify based on US only, or New York only, or California only, or Los Angeles only, or Miami only. That's one way of doing it. That's a great way of doing it. I may make another video in the future. Another really great way to qualify is with a quiz. That is a great way of doing it. I made videos with it. You can have something called the Wheel of Fortune, which is basically a wheel that spins, and if it lands on a prize, they basically, they're basically accepted. And the way we do it is we basically make it spin 2 or 3 times, and on the second or third time, it basically spins on the right thing. But in this video, I'm gonna show you a brand new method to do qualification. And then later on, I'm gonna show you how you can basically use this method for a lot of other offers, because it's gonna improve your conversion rate. And plus you're gonna be collecting emails. So not only will it improve your conversion rate, but you're also gonna be collecting emails, which is why this is a great method. And did I mention that it's a 100% free tools? You do not need to pay for these tools. These are all free tools. You just need to learn how to use them in a very creative method, which is kind of what this channel is about. We're all about creative methods to save you money and make you money, all right? So the tool we're gonna be using is called Google Forms. You can basically Google for it, and you can basically create forms, surveys for absolutely free. They have a really great designer. And here I am basically designing and editing one of the forms, and I basically created this form to save you time. I'm gonna show you how it works. I'm gonna talk a little bit about this form. And so we have register for a chance to win iPhone 12. I know I went a little bit into the future, but you can modify. You can put iPhone 11, you can put register to win iPhone 11 Pro Max, whatever you want. Really, you wanna tie it to the offer. So if I have approved to run and I basically type iPhone, I wanna basically promote offers that are basically, connected. So if the offer is iPhone 11, then this is the offer that I want to promote. Very important. All right, so what do we have? We have iPhone offers, right? This is iPhone 10, iPhone 8. This is Australia, New Zealand, Singapore. You have UK. And you can basically look at the CPA rate. Now, what you want to do is you want to pick an offer in the geographical region. We're going to be promoting US-based offers. So if you basically scroll around, you can basically pick United States here, just to make it very easier for you to promote these offers. So I pick United States, and the offers we have, they basically support United States. It's gonna be one of the countries. Some offers, they basically support traffic from multiple regions, but in this case, it's gonna be, one of the regions will have to be US. So here we have an offer win an iPhone 11 Pro US, you can basically promote email everywhere, right? So this is an offer. So you're gonna open this offer, you're gonna get the tracking link. You can do email, you can do, social. They basically support everything, so it doesn't matter. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna create a form. You're gonna go to Google Forms and you're gonna create a simple form. Now, when you're creating the form, it's very important that you have this email address. And the way you're gonna do it is you're gonna basically change settings and you're gonna check this, collect email addresses. You don't need to check anything else. None of the other options are important. You just need to collect email addresses. And then basically it's gonna set up this form, this field for the email addresses. And then the questions we have is, what phone do you have now? Why do you want to win an iPhone? What is the best smartphone company in the world, right? So I just basically created 3 questions. I recommend 3 to 5 questions. Just very, very simple. And what we're doing is we're basically, this is called the touch point in marketing, right? It's like, you know how you see how you go to one website and you keep seeing those ads from that same website following you around the internet. That's called retargeting. And the reason they do that is because it increases touch points. It's very important. Sometimes, people are, they're not gonna buy directly. Like amateurs, they just, get this affiliate link and they just start linking directly. Do not do that. It's a lot easier once we kind of walk the user through multiple sites, through multiple pages, have them invest into the relationship, right? When they're filling out the survey, they're basically invested into the relationship, and that makes it a lot better. And so it doesn't really matter what they answer, this is just qualifying. And what we're gonna do is we're basically, once they submit, once they give their email, once they basically collect, we are gonna send them various offers. And now the way this works is that typically you cannot link forms to anything else. There's no direct way. And that is why we're gonna be using a brand new tool called Zapier. This is an amazing tool. It basically allows you to connect your apps and automate workflows. And I'm gonna show you how you can do it. This is a brand new method. So if you're watching so far, congratulations. You're gonna learn something that your friends don't even know. So this is very, very exciting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna log into this tool and I'm gonna show you how we can connect and automate things to make it really, really nice. All right, so here I am basically logged into this tool, and let me briefly explain to you how this tool works. It's very, very simple. This is a very, very simple, but a very, very powerful tool. And the way it works is that you can basically you basically connect 2 apps, okay? And so one app does something, and it basically sends data to another app, and this app might do something else. So as an example, let's say we have this Google Forms, and what we want to do is, after they submit the information, we want to send them an email with some offers. We want to send something like, congratulations, you've been pre-selected or pre-approved to enter for a chance to win, right? They haven't won, they haven't been approved, they have basically been pre-approved, right? You can use that kind of language. They've been pre-approved to basically have a chance to win, to enter the contest. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Zapier and you're gonna type Google Forms here, right? So you're gonna type Google Forms. You can type all kinds of apps. They basically support like most of the internet pretty much, if not the entire internet, right? So you can type Google Forms here, and then with this one, we're gonna collect Gmail. We're gonna collect our Gmail account. And now we have a trigger, right? So there are multiple triggers, meaning multiple things that can happen with Google Forms. So an example, it could be a new response, a new attachment, it could be a new or updated, right? We're looking for new response. We're gonna click on new response, and then what we wanna do is we wanna send an email, and that's it. So when there's a new response here, we wanna shoot an email. This is an amazing automation. What we're gonna do is we're gonna click Use Zap, and then we're gonna configure the forms and our Gmail account with what kind of email that we can send, which is an amazing process. So here we are on the second page. We need to sign in to Google Forms, and you basically sign in with your Google account. Do not worry, Zapier is a very secure company. Google Forms is a secure partner with Zapier. Your credentials are encrypted and can be removed at any time, so you can definitely trust it. So I'm gonna sign in with that Google Forms account I just created, and then we're gonna do the rest of this together. All right, so I went ahead and I signed in with my account. It's basically chosen here. It's already selected. Now what we want to do is we want to click continue, and we want to set up the second part of the flow, right? We can customize a response, and we can basically pick a form. Now before we can finish this automation, what you need to do is you need to basically go back to your forms. You need to click on the responses tab and you need to click on this icon. This is a spreadsheet where all the new responses are going to be. So once somebody basically enters, fills out the form, a new response is going to go into the spreadsheet. And then what we're going to do is that second flow, that Gmail that's going to be sending emails, it's going to basically pull the entry there and shoot an email. And so we're going to create a new spreadsheet. We're going to click create. And now we have a spreadsheet that's basically going to be registering the responses. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. iPhone contest, and we have a time step, email address, and then the answers to the questions. And so we're gonna go back to Zapier, and what we want to do is we want to basically configure the spreadsheet that we just basically selected that's going to be gathering responses. All right, so if you click on spreadsheets, you're going to see this spreadsheet here. We can basically choose it, and it's part of this worksheet, right, called form responses. And now it's connected. Now what we see is we basically see the spreadsheet. We have a new response there. It's called iPhone contest and it's called form responses. The spreadsheet is the main spreadsheet here. If you go here, you're gonna see it. So this is the spreadsheet, the name of the spreadsheet, and it has one worksheet called form responses. And if we go back, we see it. Now we click on continue and we can basically do a lot of other customization. So we can basically do it. We can test the trigger. We can do a lot of interesting things. And now what we want to do is we can test the trigger. That's fine. But what we want to do is we want to send an email. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go into this Gmail section here and we're going to sign in to one of our Gmail accounts. And this is where I recommend creating a brand new Gmail account so that it's separate from everything else, right? You don't want to send from your personal account because you want things to be separate. I already created a brand new account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign in with my other Gmail account, and that way it's all connected. All right, so I went ahead and signed up with my Gmail account. And now the two are connected. Now, whenever there is a new entry into that spreadsheet that I talked about, basically when a new person basically submits, it's gonna go and basically send an email from my Gmail. And so basically the two of them are now connected. And what this means is that whenever there's a new entry inside this spreadsheet, so whenever somebody fills out the survey, basically it's gonna have a row here, right? Here's a sample entry here that I tested it out. I just basically submitted it. And what it's gonna do is whenever there's a new entry, it's basically gonna trigger the second point, which is our Gmail account. And we're gonna be sending up an email. And so if we go here, we can basically click on continue and we can basically configure what kind of email we want it to be sent. And this is very simple. And as you can see, once we click on this to field, we can basically pick the fields that were just submitted, right? So this is automation. This is true automation. We can basically pick an email address here, right? And then we have two, we're gonna skip on that. And then the from value is gonna be our main account, right? This is gonna be our main account that we're gonna actually pick here. And we have that. And so basically it's gonna be sending from my Gmail account. We can type in the from name. You can basically say John Doe. You have a subject, you're gonna have the body type, and then you can basically send an email. And then the email, it could be very simple. You can say like, hey there, thanks a lot, thanks so much for participating, and you can basically say thanks so much for participating in our iPhone 11 giveaway contest selection form, pre-approval form. This is even better, pre-approval form. I'm happy to say that you're now eligible to enter for a chance to win the iPhone 11. Okay, and then you can basically show them the link. Simply click on this link, simply go to this URL, simply click on this URL to get started. And this is gonna be your MaxBounty link, offer link that we basically got. And that's all you have to do, right? You have signature, you have labels, you don't need any of that. And we can basically finish everything. And that's all we need to do. This is a required field. Congrats. Okay, it basically wants us to do some required fields. And that's all we need to do. Now we basically click on continue and this automation is fully set up. And so right now I finished setting up this automation. And so the way this works is that when this happens, when a new response is in spreadsheet, it's basically gonna pull up the email address and it's gonna basically send an email. And you can basically edit this. You can edit this, you can edit this, you can edit a lot of things here. And then once you're done, you can basically click on this and you can basically set it up. And so here I am on my dashboard, and I basically see that this Zap, these are what it's called, these actions that I just created, and it's called send email in Gmail when a new response in spreadsheet is in Google Forms. And we basically configured the kind of fields we're capturing in our Google form when they're basically submitting information. This is the email that we need, the user's email that we need to send. And then we basically have the email from our Gmail, and all we basically need to do is basically turn this to on, and that's how it's gonna work. And so they do have a free plan that you can get started right now. You just basically go to Zapier.com, sign up, and you can basically create amazing automations. Like I said before, it supports a lot of apps that you're already using. It supports Gmail, Google spreadsheets, everything, right? All the known apps. And you can basically, they have existing Zaps, meaning existing automations, and you can create brand new ones to basically send information this way. And this is all free. Gmail is free, Google Forms is free, Zapier is free, and it works awesome. And so this way, you get to qualify leads absolutely free, and you can pretty much do it for a lot of other. Now I promise I'm gonna tell you what you can do. You can do it for a lot of offers. You can do it for spreadsheets. You can do it for lead gen. You can do it for free stuff. You can do it for e-commerce even if you want. You can pretty much do all kinds of offers. And then what you're gonna basically go on your contest thing. You're gonna go in here. You have preview. You can basically preview it, right? So if I click on preview, this is what the form looks like, right? And you can edit a lot of these. You can edit this. You can edit the color schemes. You can edit a bunch of things. Now you can go back, and what you want to do is you want to click on send, and you want to click on this link, and you want to click shorten URL, and now you have a form. Now you can basically go on Facebook groups, you can go on Twitter, you can say, hey, let's see if you're eligible for a chance to win this iPhone. You can even sometimes run paid traffic to this, which I'm gonna make another video. And so this is the method. There's a lot of easy ways to promote it, but the beauty of this is that we're basically qualifying the user. We're not sending them directly somewhere. We're leading them, we're talking to them. We're basically increasing the touch points that we have, right? We have this form, we have the survey, then we're gonna send them an email, and we have their email address, so we can send them more offers later on. And so the applications for this are limitless. You can pretty much do this for anything, because a lot of people don't like to be pitched to immediately. They want people to understand their needs, right? You can basically pick an offer. You can basically pick an offer such as e-commerce, for instance. Let's say I pick e-commerce here, and I can basically create, I'm gonna remove iPhone real quick, and I can basically create a form for start a career, for this offer, for Home Depot, right? Do you need Home Depot? Yes, you do. You're eligible. Here are the offers that are tailored, customized for you. And so if you're interested in me doing this kind of method with some of the other offers, leave a comment below, like this video. And if you want to see this method with ClickBank, Share a Sale, Warrior Plus, some of the other networks, leave a comment below and let me know. I'm gonna be making other videos with this method. This is 100% free method. You can really go far with this method, and so I hope you see the value here. Let me know below in the comment if you enjoyed this video, like the video, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will be making more videos about this method, because the limit is really your imagination. Zapier is extremely powerful. I have the Zap here. All I need to do is enable it, and it's basically gonna work on its own. It's automation. It's gonna be sending these emails from my own account while I sleep. It's 100% free. And that is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you tomorrow with a brand new method.